The status of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 3 has been clarified after the decline in ratings for Season 2, created by Patrick McKay and J.D. Penney. The show first premiered in Prime Video in 2022. It focuses on the tensions between Galadriel and Sauron in Middle-earth during the Second Age. Season 2 debuted in August, but the viewership numbers were lower compared to Season 1, which showed 25 million viewers on its first day. However, according to a report from THR, Season 3 of The Rings of Power has been in development for months. Even though Amazon has not officially given the green light, the report states that Amazon is still satisfied with Season 2's performance. About 40 million people turned in to watch the first 3 episodes within the first 11 days. Season 2 is likely to become one of the Prime Video's top 5 seasons, and THR indicates that the streaming service plans to stick with the original idea of ending the series after Season 5 as planned by McKay and Penney. Amazon bought the rights to parts of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings for $250 million in 2017, and the investment for entire Rings of Power series could go as high as $1 billion for 5 seasons, although Amazon is not bound by contract to produce 5 seasons. They clearly see great value in the franchise. Despite the viewership drop in Season 2, it remains one of the Prime Video's strong performers. The first season's budget was reportedly $465 million, with some of that money being used to set up future seasons. The production shift from New Zealand to the UK for Season 2 is expected to reduce cost going forward. If Season 3 is confirmed and its ratings are similar to Season 2, it seems likely that Season 4 and 5 will also be produced. Reviews for Season 2 have generally been more favorable than for Season 1, although audience opinions are still divided. Season 2 holds an 85% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes compared to 83% for Season 1. Audience score also improved, with Season 2 at 59% compared to Season 1's 38%. Season 2 mainly revolves around the creation of the rings and their harmful effects. Galadriel is shown struggling with the corruptive powers of her ring. Nanny Sauron, in disguise as Anatar, has manipulated Celebrimbor into crafting rings for both dwarves and elves. His next target will be making rings for men. King Durin in Season 2 Episode 5 shows how the rings has increased his greed if the 9 rings for men are forged by the end of Season 2. Season 3 will likely explore the increasing darkness in Middle-earth as more characters realize they have been deceived by Sauron. Season 3 will probably focus on Sauron's growing power and the ring's effects, while a handful of characters like Elrond and Prince Durin are aware of the danger. More will likely learn the truth as the story progresses. Celebrimbor, in particular, begins to understand the gravity of what he and Anatar have created. The groundwork is also being laid for the eventual last alliance of elves and men, which led to the climactic battle against Sauron that ends the Second Age. As depicted in prologue of The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, it's difficult to gauge the overall reception of Season 2 due to a vocal online community that criticized the show. While Rotten Tomatoes scores provide some insight, viewership data for the entire season will likely give a clearer picture once the season ends. Fans also stick with the show until the Season 2 finale will probably return for Season 3. Even though Season 2's numbers are promising, the massive budget for The Rings of Power raises the bar for success. While costs are expected to drop in future seasons, it's still uncertain whether Amazon's big gamble will pay off in the long run. New episodes of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of the Power Season 2 are released every Thursday on Prime Video.